Let's talk about being perfect.
Being perfect. So I don't know if this is true for other Asians, but when you're Filipino, you can't just be good at something. You can't just be better than others. You can't just be your best. You can't just be the best. You have to be perfect. When I was in school, I didn't strive to do well. I didn't strive to get 100%. I strived to get the highest grade I could, which meant 150%. I did every extra credit assignment I could. Like, my goal in college was to graduate with higher than a 4.0. I was close, but I didn't make it.
That sounds very sad.
It is.
I think I'm lucky enough that I never had to deal with that. Yeah, thanks, Mom, for not pushing me too hard.
I guess a lot of the pressure came too from being the firstborn in the family. Like, out of my first cousins, I was the firstborn. A lot was expected of me. I was the ate, the big sister, the big older cousin, and I was the example. So I had to be perfect. I had to be good at sports. I had to be good in music. I had to be a good dancer, good in school. And anything that I did that kind of hindered that was immediately squashed. So throughout school, for example, in elementary school, I would blurt a lot. I was very talkative. I suppressed that part of myself because I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to get that golden star. And now, and as an adult, when you realize that there are so many things wrong with you, it's like, why am I like this? Oh, it's because of that mentality that I had as a kid. And it's interesting. Like, this year has definitely been a year of discovery for me.
Do you feel like, as an adult now, that you still kind of push for that perfect person?
Absolutely, because it's not even just a feeling of trying to have to be perfect, but a feeling of that you're never good enough. I mean, I don't know if you feel this as a photographer, as a videographer, but in my job, I do really well. I would consider myself pretty successful and pretty knowledgeable at what I do. But I know that every time my boss calls my extension and says, hey, can I come talk to you? Can you come talk to me for a second? My heart just immediately starts beating so fast. And I think to myself, oh my gosh, what did I do? This is the moment that I'm going to get fired. And that's happened to me literally an hour after my boss has given me a raise. Like, it doesn't matter how many accomplishments I get, I will always have that fear of not being good enough.